Indiana Fever, it will be Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell.
They are ready, and they have fresh legs coming in here to GC.
As the Fever get the jump, and the first bucket is down by a lift to Edwards, serving. 6 on the shot clock, picked up by Boston. She'll call her own number as the baseline
In that mid-post area, right to the rim.
Here's Boston for 3, trying to extend her range as getting Edwards on the move. Got it deep, goes reverse layup, gets it up and in. Atkins, quick touch. Dolson trying to
The defense would definitely be at the top of the list.
Wallace in the quotation, going at Smith. Wraparound pass. Now back to Dolson with the wraparound pass from Rook
with the Mystics.
Here's Boston off the pick and roll. Little hesitation, gets that off the glass. On the kick, Dolson, the triple. She splashes it home.
Of Elena Deladon, who is taking the year off this season for rest.
Atkins. And they're going to say she stepped on the sideline. Clark trying to get by. The Mystics defense gets right to the cup and
Iowa. Most of her shots came from 3 or right there on the right side, and she got to the...
Boston gets the slip and around. Gets her on the bounce. Dolson too strong. Still beautiful find from Clark as Mitchell lays it up and in.
Said, I think I'm passing the ball pretty well to start. Let them marinate. Let them grow in the game.
Dolson from the corner. And Lou comes up with the steal. She'll call her own number and splash that home. Okay, a whistle. And that's going to be on Julie Van Loo. Or Clark, the step back 3 just below the logo, drills it.
To lead the country in scoring for 4 years.
Edwards got around Boston.
Hooping. But you got to have position, and you got to fight for that team. But as a post player, we're still out here. So
Mitchell, the pull-up 3. Does not go as Edwards.
It's basketball, so dynamic backcourt for Christy Sides and the Fever.
With her. Gets it to her on the move. Beautiful two-person game.
Rim.
Van Loo whips it back. Atkins off the mark. Mitchell in transition has Atkins to beat. Rolls off the rim.
Smith squad, he said we've got to attack the rim and get rebound that, but also try to correct the errors.
Atkins getting to the hoop. Clark off the screen from Boston. That one does not fall. To the corner, Richards. Nice little short corner jumper.
Edie Richards nailed that one nicely.
Smith with the fatal 5. This is their first lead of the ball game. Edwards.
That shot right away.
Boston got around Van Loo. Van Loo couldn't do any. Wheeler, little in-out dribble. Gets that, the kick. Smith will call her number and knock it down. 5-19 run on a 7-0 run.
Well, Indiana, they have
give them that 25-19 lead. This matchup thus
on that board, dissecting and instructing training camp, and then games every other day for this Indiana Fever team. They're trying that is something to work with, but it's also a lot of fun for.
He said, yeah, we want to play 5 out and figure out how to do that as Dolson gets the block there on.
And 2 dynamic post players to work with, and you know, she said,
go now. Katie Lou Samuelson into the ball game and an immediate impact. Clark drops it off for Boston, 3 seconds, and they're going to stay with it from half court. As the fair Jade Melvin and Emily Engsler into the ball game for the Mystics.
Hey, I'm not making as many shots as I would like right now, but Street was just recently named Rookie of the Month.
Melvin was fouled by Smith. Wallace adding
had a miscue there and wasn't there for closeouts.
Walker Kimbrough gets the jumper.
Mystic, she's done it all season and takes pride.
Nice finish there by Nalis. Samuelson left open. That one doesn't go as Smith controls Samuelson. That one doesn't go. Matt Clark quickly gets to the hoop, up and under. Beautiful finish.
Brittany Sykes, who is still out with an ankle.
Katie Lou safe.
Great hustle plays.
Walker Kimbrough got a piece of that.
Check myself.
Dolson the 3, that one off the mark. Clark and Wheeler.
Caitlin Clark, they love to run that because they know the attention that she brings.
Gets it. 1 second, has to put it up. As Engsler with the rebound, trying to go back to her. Wheeler and her fighting for it, and they're going to get a loose. Leah Edwards back into the ball game with Julie Van Loo for the Mystics. Van Loo looking. Edwards, 6 seconds. And a whistle and a foul.
Trying to get Ariel Atkins downhill to her strong left hand. Which she got right to that free throw line, and I don't know how long she stayed, but she was taking free.
Van Loo with it. That one's off the mark, and Clark will
said, excuse me, his shots
Still
for
in
30
uniform.
minutes. Yeah, still in uniform.
Working on Van Loo. Van Loo slips again. Gets it to Edwards. That jumper too strong, back rim.
Washington. Eric Tebow told us prior to the game, he said, I loved what's all about the rebound.
Atkins, the low dribble.
Cup, she's got 2 levels now, looking for that 3rd level from the 3-point line. Next.
Lou on the kick. Atkins. Got it. Lead to 4. And Christy Sides wants a timeout. Is trying to get it to Mitchell. Does off the bounce. That one doesn't go. Edwards. Attacking. Got that to go. Attacking. Hanging. Doesn't go. Edwards.
Quick fight offensively, but also on the glass.
Hines Allen showing.
He is another player for Washington who has put in that extra time last night against Chicago.
Over to Wallace for 3. That one's off the mark. Edwards. Jump. Now Clark goes to Wallace down low, but Hines Allen read that, spins off of her, hangs. Doesn't go as Boston could 37 Fever lead. Boston. That one doesn't go.
Well, initially on defense, Eric Tebow said he wanted to just matched up.
Boston gets that. These are the first free throws for the Indiana Fever this half as Boston gets booked. Samuelson, the 3. That one rolls. Trying to get by, and they're going to get a foul on Samuelson.
She's going all the way to the basket. She puts it down going to the left. She's sidestepping the things that she's done on the offensive end.
Allen, the jumper. And the first
offensive end now into double figures with 12. And that's what Eric Tebow told us, right?
Making them pay right there. Quick 5.
With your Indiana.
Swing action for the Mystics. That corner 3 for Matt Patience for her offensively, and they're going to get a foul called.
The ball in from the foul line extended and get those entry.
Paint kicks it out. Dolson 3. That one cashes in for Steph.
Washington Mystics player.
Wallace answers back.
Half in Indiana 6.
Samuelson off the mark. That one doesn't go.
Bad shot in transition.
Van Loo off the mark by Samuelson. Kicks it. Smith 3. That one doesn't go as Atkins coming back the other way. Hanging. Doesn't go. Indiana. Smith is going to head to the free.
By the rookie Caitlin Clark. And the experience under her belt. Smith, Chicago Sky, and they were here yesterday in D.C.
Oh. And the former Baylor Bear, Dee Dee Richards.
Who all the connectivity therein.
51-40, the quick trigger. That one falls for Carly Samuelson.
Good defense here on Clark.
Clark got all this. Dolson left open. Cashes in another 3.
Can trail on Clark there, but she still got the pass through. Positive effectiveness and efficiency for Washington's offense tonight.
And mixing in some deuces.
Oh, I love the triples that she
stopped. Kicks it. Van Loo, step back 3. Got it. Attacking. And they're going to get a defensive 3 seconds called.
That's right there.
For the Mystics. Well, it was until Mitch
mistakenly broke the news to her that she was going to be invited. Squad.
Van Loo, the no-look behind the head. Picked up by Atkins. Clark got space. That's off the mark.
Atkins forcing rotation by the Fever.
Edwards on the...
That she has the ability to make at 31 years old being a...
Edwards misses the first. She's working.
Something she's continuing to develop for UConn and Gino Ariema, who just got mixed.
5 seconds. Hines Allen put it up. Clark with the rebound off to Wheeler. Wheeler lost the handle on that one. Spins on Hines Allen. Doesn't get that to fall. Clark, pull up 3. That one tickled for touch. Walker Kimbrough corner. That one's off the mark. Smith with the to Wheeler. Boston. And they're going to catch her on the travel.
What it was going to take to be on the winning end, and that's what's
in the turnovers and bringing that number down as Mitchell hits a big 3 for
60 times more than any player in the WNBA. Rookie
up jumper in transition. That one doesn't go, but Walker Kimbrough controlling for the around the horn. Walker Kimbrough calmly rises, doesn't go. Wheeler with the relay just to get the... Here's Boston down low. Going at Dolson, that one doesn't go.
Chance to turn and go, and she was right in her space.
Backing down on Mitchell, misses, and they're going to say a travel because that never did hit the one arena. They were expecting a sellout. Clark, an absolute
With the proper rhythm.
Walker Kimbrough off the bin, comes back middle, hanging, count the bucket, and the foul. Hines Allen able to get the three-point play. Clark, back-to-back triples for Caitlin. Crossover, low dribble, pull up, Jay gets it to go. 3 minutes, Clark, a whistle and a foul. Baseline, Wallace in the corner, off the angle. Goes to Boston at the buzzer. Too strong. Atkins driving baseline. On the bounce, Mitchell got a piece of
For the Fever.
2 on the shot clock for Atkins. That's off the mark as Clark Allen spins on Mitchell. Baseline, got that to go off the window. And they're going to wait.
Game. I then continue to ask her, what about trash talk? Is that involved? And she said, today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark, how did the...
Again. Oh, my goodness. And she is showing and proving why right now.
Atkins off the window
For Mitchell.
Clark, another one. Thought about it. Samuelson will. That's off the mark. Wrong. Doesn't get it. Second chance. Doubles it. Clark. And they're going to... Wallace off the inbound. Walker inside the Hines Allen. Tough pass as Mitchell was able to get a below the logo. Off the mark. Loose ball.
Not a lot of practices. There aren't a lot of rep.
Samuelson in the corner. That's off the mark. And
With it, and I remember at Iowa, Lisa Bluter saying she had like 70 points on the professional level as well.
Mitchell with the steal and the finish. 77-70 lead for
Mitchell off the mark there. Carly Samuelson takes it down into the paint.
And it's going to go the other way on a foul.
At this juncture of the game, because 7
Gets it to Dolson. Has the buzzer with it. Mitchell connects. Back-to-back trip. Dolson, 19 points. Will. Doesn't go. Loose ball. Mitchell, pull up 3. That one doesn't go. Loose ball.
have active feet.
Wallace. And he's going to get whistled.
Defensively, Washington was right there. In position on that rotate.
Her 4th. So both Boston and Mitchell with 4. Van Loo, the 3. Gets it.
Now players shot ready to get him down.
And it's Clark, the floater. That doesn't go, but she will head to the free throw. Always known as a great defender with the way that she can rebound and shot block. But
PP.
and a timeout on the floor. A challenge on the floor by Washington. And this is... So after the review, they do.
Well, that's what happened there. Samuelson had that crack in the door. Put your foot on the baseline and turn her back out to the corner. But you got an extra pass to Van Loo.
That triple doesn't fall.
Clark, players are stronger and bigger, but I like the way I've been able to rebound. She spoke about in a documentary that she had originally committed to.
Dolson flips that one and doesn't go, but Edwards is there for the cleanup.
23 and 14.
Edwards misses the first 3 and 9. Clark doesn't get that to connect it. Edwards in transition. Count the bucket, and the official said bucket good. One official said waved it off on the floor.
They will double check it and take a look at it at the tape.
It has been the Hawkeye angles and reviews.
And good for her not to put the ball on the floor. Come up with here. So if that's the case, we'll see if that changes things.
Now, no matter what, she'll be shooting because foul.
Yep.
And not just a comp.
It's a major turn of events with the rookie has been struck.
Edwards splits the pair. Hey, that one rims around but does not fall. Shot clock. Atkins rises. That one's short. as Smith cumless. 40 seconds to go in the ball game, and Christie Sides point ball game here in the fourth. Mitchell touches it to Boston around the defender. As Boston misses both as Edwards. Atkins attacking. Little hesitation, hanging. Doesn't get the bounce. Edwards. Christie Sides another timeout. 82. The double coming as Dee Dee Richards checked into the ball game along with. And now 5 for 5 as she gets both, and Eric Tebow.
Have different counters for different things that could happen, right? No, there has to be a third option. I know there's not a lot of time, but maybe double Caitlin Clark so she's not the catcher.
Really thing is with this entire lineup for the Fever, all Fever players. Wilson the three. That falls. 7.5 to play. And 5. Clark sinks the first.
30 ball for.
And this is Dolson. And she did an exciting 85-80.